with the beast Lukas bringing havoc to the land of dawn, to Kishin Densetsu getting postponed. Also, we have portrait of revamped Cyclops. We have lot to talk about in this video. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we are going to talk about patch note 1.9.08 and everything that it came up with. First, let's check out the new hero, Beast of Light Lukas. The legendary Sacred Beast has awakened once more as a hot-blooded youth sworn to lead the Ammonian Empire to reclaim its glory. First, let's check out his passive, Hero's Resolve. Lukas gains resolve over time or by dealing damage. When resolve is full, his ultimate is unlocked, allowing him to transform into Sacred Beast. In the Sacred Beast state, he consumes resolve every second and will return to his normal state once he runs out of resolve. First, we have skill 1 Flash Combo. Flash Combo is a versatile ability that combines passive and active effects. Passively, Lukas gains up to 2 stacks of vigor when hitting an enemy with his basic attack. When he consumes all vigor, he unleashes Pulverize, dealing with physical damage plus additional effects based on the number of vigor stacks consumed. With 1 stack, Lukas briefly stuns the target and follows up with multiple instances of damage. With 2 stack, he briefly stuns the target, follows up with 2 attacks, and then spins his Tonfa hammers to deal multiple instances of damage while pulling the enemy towards him. Next, we have his skill 2 Flash Tape. Flash Tape allows Lukas to dash in the target direction and enhances his next basic attack into Flash Strike. By casting Flash Strike, Lukas blinks behind the enemy, dealing with physical damage and reducing the cooldown of Flash Tape. Additionally, it increases his attack speed and movement speed. Finally, the ultimate. Let's check out Unleash the Beast. Lukas transforms into his Sacred Beast form. In this state, his base movement speed and all attributes are increased and his skills gain new effects. Players can use the ultimate again to fire a shockwave blast in the target direction, dealing massive physical damage. This transformation and powerful shockwave blast make Lukas a formidable force capable of turning the tide of battle with his enhanced abilities and devastating ultimate attack. And that's Lukas, the Beast of Light. His dynamic skill set and powerful transformations make him a unique and formidable hero on the battlefield. We have already covered him completely in this video. Check him out for more detailed information. Moving on to hero adjustments. First, we have Argus. Argus has been optimized for battle experience and addressed various issues to enhance his gameplay. Argus's passive now grants 20 malice energy per attack and 20 extra malice energy with a critical hit. The feature where he gains malice energy over time has been removed. Let's check out his skill 2, which has been nerfed. The previous effect of attacking cursed target granting 200% malice energy has been removed. Now hitting an enemy grants 100 malice energy with any excess kept for the next basic attack. Finally, we have the ultimate, which has received a buff. The transformation duration is now 4 seconds, but death immunity duration is increased to 4 seconds. The movement speed bonus is reduced to 40% and lasts 1 second. The cooldown is now increased by 9 in the early game and 7 in the late game. If death immunity is not triggered, the cooldown is reduced by 50% when the skill ends. Cyclops' ultimate spear has been adjusted to address its slow speed, which often made it difficult for him to follow up with other skills. To improve this, the developer significantly increased the spear initial speed from 1 to 7 and it no longer accelerates with flying time. This change ensures the ultimate reaches its target much faster, making Cyclops follow-up attacks more viable. Additionally, the cooldown has been reduced from 43 seconds at all levels to 26 to 18 seconds, depending on the level, allowing more frequent use of this powerful ability. The damage of the ultimate is adjusted from 550 to 880 plus 220% total magic power to a flat 500 plus 120% total magic power. The mana cost has been lowered from 160 to 200 to 60 to 100, making it less resource intensive. Furthermore, the immobilizing time has been slightly adjusted to range from 0.75 to 1.5 seconds, instead of the previous 1 to 2 seconds. Moving on to Joy, who has received an adjustment. Joy is undergoing experimental adjustments to enhance her burst capabilities and make her more like an assassin. The interval of her skill 2 has been reduced from 1 second to 0.8 seconds. This change aims to decrease her damage time, allowing for quicker and more impactful attacks. Nolan is receiving a buff to address his lowered survivability after the removal of the control immunity effect from his ultimate. His passive energy regeneration is increased from 15 to 20. Additionally, a new effect has been added. Each time a rift activation hits an enemy, Nolan will restore HP based on 150 plus 150% extra physical attack. However, the cooldown for his skill 1 and 2 has been slightly increased from 2 to 1 seconds to 2.5 to 1.5 seconds. Terizla's early game power is being significantly reduced with a slight increase in his late game power. This is in preparation for upcoming removal of mana, which will allow him to cast skills more freely. The cooldown for his skill 2 has been increased from 2 in the early game and 0.5 in the late game, and the base damage for his first 2 attacks has been decreased by 45 in the early game and increased by 5 in the late game. Roger is being adjusted to balance his strong performance in survival damage output and mobility in the upcoming version where the mana is removed. His ultimate's increased physical and magic defense has been reduced from 40 to 70 to 20 to 65 to weaken his survivability in the early and mid game. Popol and Koopa's early and mid game strength is too high, and with the upcoming removal of mana, they can cast skills more recklessly. To balance this, they have reduced their snowballing ability by weakening their damage and cooldown. Koopa's bite base damage in skill 1 has been reduced by 30 in the early game and 30 in the late game. And the ultimate's cooldown has been increased by 10 in the early game. Suyu's adjustments aim to increase his burst damage and reduce his long range poking. For skill 3, the damage by tape casting has been increased by 175 in the early game and 235 in the late game, plus 50% extra physical attack. The damage by hold casting is now the same as tape casting and no longer increases with the hold duration. Mathilda's adjustments optimize the control of her skill 1, reduces the field range for skill 2, and decrease the mana cost of all her skills. The range of skill 1 is increased by 0.2 and casting skills will no longer interrupt her movement. The mana cost has been reduced by 10 in the early game and 35 in the late game. For skill 2, the range is reduced by 0.7 points and the mana cost is decreased by 15 points in the early and late game. Baleric's skill mana cost have been reduced to improve his sustain in battles. The mana cost for skill 1 is reduced by 20 in the early and late games, and for skill 2, it's reduced by 10 in early game and 30 in the late game. Moving on to battlefield adjustments. Dominance Eyes has been adjusted to align with the recent mana adjustments. The new attributes are plus 55 physical defense, plus 250 maximum HP, and plus 5% cooldown reduction. These changes should enhance its utility and effectiveness in various builds. Similar adjustments have been made to Black Ice Shield to match the mana changes. The attributes are now plus 18 physical defense, plus 150 maximum HP, and plus 5% cooldown reduction. This ensures consistency across equipment and maintains balance. Endless Battle has been adjusted with a slight nerf to its attributes, removing the 5 mana regen. However, its price has been reduced from 2330 to 2180, making it more affordable and attractive for various builds. Cloak of Destiny now has a broader range of applications, aiming to attract magic tanks and fighters like Esmeralda and Sylvana. The attributes have been buffed, adding a 10% cooldown reduction and adjusting the mana from 800 to 400. These changes should make it more versatile and appealing choice. Wishing Lantern has been buffed to allow mages to cast skills more frequently. The attributes now include 75 magic power, up from 70, and an added 400 mana similar to Lightning Truncheon. However, the price has been slightly increased from 1950 to 2030 to balance these enhancements. The damage output of Thunderbelt has been deemed too high in the early and mid-game. To address this, the unique passive Thunderbolt's damage calculation has been adjusted to 50 plus 100% extra physical defense plus 100% extra magic defense, requiring longer stacking time to dealing high damage. Twilight armor has been buffed to increase its adaptability. The unique passive Twilight's damage absorption trigger condition has been adjusted to activate when a single instance of damage received exceeds 500 down from 800. This changes should make Twilight armor more effective in absorbing damage. Let's check out all the battlefield effect balance adjustments. The extra gold provided by each turret's energy shield has been uniformly adjusted to 120 gold. This means the total extra gold from energy shields will be consistent with the standard battlefield. The developers added exclusive skills to 3 special minions and adjusted their base attributes to balance the minion wave's overall strength. Now Lava Golems grants nearby allied units 10 hybrid defense, Fire Beetle grants 10% attack speed, and Horned Lizards grants 15 adaptive attack. These enhancements aim to make minion wave more strategically significant. The permanent power of Turtle provided too many boosts, so the developers weakened the benefits of each stake. The shield values are now reduced. 1 stake provides 100 plus 10 into hero level, 2 stake provides 200 plus 10 into hero level, and 3 stake provides 300 plus 10 into hero level. The boost while the shield is active now grant adaptive attack equal to 10 plus hero level, which does not change with the number of stakes. This should balance the overall power gain from the turtle. Everlasting Turtle is here to stay. So to balance the increased gold and EXP output due to the continuous refresh of the turtle after 8 minutes, developers have significantly reduced the EXP and gold rewards provided by the load when this effect is active. This change ensures the turtle remains important in the mid and late game without overly accelerating team advantages. The healing turret's effectiveness has been increased in the early game, and the developers have reduced the disparity in healing based on heroes' base HP. The HP restored for nearby allied heroes every second is now set to 20 plus 0.5% of maximum HP, instead of 1% of maximum HP. This adjustment ensures more consistent and balanced healing benefits across different heroes. Let's check out a few optimizations. One of the key changes is adjustment to skill cancellation. Now you need to hold for 0.1 seconds after dragging the skill into the cancellation range to cancel a skill cast. This adjustment aims to prevent accidental cancellations due to misoperation. The developers have also optimized the visual indicators for several heroes based on players' feedback about unclear skill ranges. The following hero skills have had their visual effects improved: God's skill 1, Hilda's ultimate, Thamuz's skill 1, Carmilla's ultimate, Mia's skill 2, Nana's ultimate, Audit's ultimate, Diggy's ultimate, Hylo's skill 2, Farsa's ultimate, Johead's skill 2, Claude's ultimate, Terizla's skill 2 and ultimate, and Lilia's skill 2. There is a new event called Battlefield Draft. Available from 2nd of August to 20th of August, the Battlefield Draft event is back. This event allows players to decide which battlefield effects will be applied in ranked matches for epic and above ranks. The event is divided into 4 phases. The first 3 includes a voting stage, announcement stage and play stage. We will give you guys more info on it once the event is live, so subscribe. During the voting stage, players can earn gameplay's votes by completing daily tasks and using these votes to choose their favorite battlefield effect from a selection of 3. The effects with the highest votes will move to announcement stage and then be active during the play stage. The 4th phase will directly apply a designated battlefield effect without a voting stage. Finally, let's check out the weekly free heroes. Here are the weekly free heroes from August 2nd to August 9th. Here are the extra free heroes for Starlight members. Moving on to other updates. Here is the artwork for the upcoming 11.11 skin for Nolan. Looks super cool, right? And here we have the 8th anniversary of Akai skin. The design looks amazing. Here are the assets for the 8th anniversary. We have a new mini game for the 8th anniversary. It's going to be called Monopoly. It looks interesting. We don't really know how this mini game is going to work. But subscribe to know everything about it as soon as possible. Because you will be getting all skins from this event. I'm pretty sure you will get a lot more skins too. We also have the MVP finale tag for Paquito. The skill icons for Ducati Leo mod have also come. Interesting, looks like the Leo mod has changed after getting money, RIP Babriel. We also have the artwork for Vale Annual Starlight. It looks nice. And looks like the Kishin Densetsu event has been postponed because the skins aren't complete. It's said to here. Then we have portrait for revamped Cyclops. Lastly, here are 3 upcoming emotes featuring Brody Epi Brain, Suyu and Leo mod Ducati. So what do you think about this update? Excited about our new hero? Share your thoughts down below. That will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.